Good morning. My name is Aiden. Today, I'm in the mountains of Nagano. I just left my Ryokan, I dropped off my bags, and I'm heading out on an adventure. The first stop is Jigokudani Monkey Park. It's one of those places online where you never really know if it's as cool as you think it's gonna be. The pictures and the photos and the videos, they look amazing. But is it really that cool? I'm a big fan of nature, and my Ryokan isn't too far away from the monkey park. So I said, what the heck, let's take a walk. Little did I know that was going to be quite a trek. As difficult as the walk was to get up here, just with the incline, it's really quite breathtaking, being in the midst of this forest on a small trail, and there was hardly anyone around. Since this was the off-season, most people come to this park during the winter to see the snow monkeys with their bright red faces sitting in the hot spring, covered with snow all around them. That, to me, honestly, sounds amazing, but I'll take what I can get. Once I got up to the main hot spring area, I was actually surprised to find that there were quite a number of tourists around. It was really fascinating to be in the center of all of these monkeys. As you can see, they're all around us, just walking around, not even bothered by us being there. I was quite surprised to see so many of the monkeys playing in the pool. It wasn't a cold day by any means. It was actually pretty warm. And I have to imagine that the onsen was pretty hot, but they still seemed to be enjoying themselves, so I guess that's what matters. I continued to watch the monkeys for a bit, just play and enjoy the time that I was there. It was really cool to be able to capture some of those moments that you just never know if you're going to go back. So I wanted to soak in as much as I could. Fun fact, this geyser is actually one of the reasons that that hot spring was made up the hill, trying to get the monkeys to avoid going to play around this area because it's so dangerous. After leaving the park, a friend and I, who I met while looking at the monkeys, we started chatting and ended up liking each other's company, so we decided to hang out for a while. We walked down the mountain, and on our walk, we actually came across a shrine. We walked through the garden area and just enjoyed some friendly conversation. We were both pretty hungry, so we were looking for some good food spots. We ended up stopping to get some soba noodles, which funnily enough, they said that they'd never tried soba before, so I knew that they were going to be in for a treat. We finished up lunch and went on our separate ways, and then I headed back to my hotel. The hotel I'm staying at is a Ryokan, which is a traditional Japanese inn. Let me show you. The room that I opted in for was a traditional Japanese room, which has a tatami floor and no Western style bed. Instead, I'll be sleeping on a futon, which is put together during my dinner, which is called a kaiseki. After getting settled into my room, I had some time before my dinner, so I explored the city a little bit. I found a staircase that led up to a small little shrine. It was really beautiful. I always love how striking the paint that they use for their handrails, their torii gates, and all manner of things. It's really bright and vibrant and catches your attention. The Kaiseki dinner was amazing. It had so many different varieties of food. There was Wagyu steak, there was pork, there was sashimi, there were different types of tofu. It was just one of those meals that you really got to savor. After dinner, I hit up the town. I decided that when in Rome, or in this case, rural Japan, I was going to head and just look around and see the sights of this small town. The only time I get to see the ambiance of these kind of places is usually in anime. Usually one of the scenes where they go to a Ryokan and they have an onsen, and you just get a sense of what it's like. I really didn't know what to expect coming out here, but it's absolutely beautiful. The slow pace of the town and just the beauty that you're surrounded by is something to really cherish. With it being nighttime, one of the greatest places that I wanted to see while I was on this trip was a very special onsen that dates back to the 1700s. It's 4 stories, it's all wood, and it's famous for looking like the movie Spirited Away, if you've heard of that Ghibli film. The ryokan's name is Kanaguya. It's one of those onsen that you just have to see in real life. The pictures don't do it justice. Good morning. It is just before 7:30 on Sunday, April 19th, and I just stayed at a Ryokan in the Yamanouchi area in the mountains of Nagano. There are about 9 really fantastic public onsen that if you stay in one of the Ryokan here, you get a key and you get to try all of them out if you want. They were extremely hot, but honestly, it was a really great experience. I'm glad that I did it. I am heading to Niigata today. It's gonna be a long transit, but I just wanted to sit here by the window and soak in the beauty. At the Ryokan, they also served breakfast. It was similar to the dinner where I got a whole lot of different kinds of foods. I had tofu, I had grilled fish, I had a boiled egg, I had boiled vegetables, I had pickles, I had rice, and of course, one of my favorites, I had miso soup. After finishing breakfast, I packed all my things and I headed towards the train station. Once I got on the train, I knew that this was a special place and I definitely want to come back. But now it's on to the next adventure. We're heading to Niigata and I can't wait to show it to you. I hope you'll join. See you next time.